I'm gonna get on it.
All right. Yeah, I mean, cause they was cheap. Those was really cheap though.
But the black one?
Yeah, those ones that they had that I was showing you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those was real cheap compared to what they, what they were normally going for. Whew. I'm gonna have my earphones in, bro. Well, maybe not. Take them out so I can hear. Whee. Let's go like that for now. I'll come back and worry about the rest later. Whee. Oh, snaps. I ain't got no wedges or nothing, dummy. Forgot. I better have a wedge just in case. I don't think I'm gonna need it, but just in case.
Well, your gas sounded good when you cranked it up. What sounded like that truck?
It's a Dodge, bro.
That bad boy sounded good. This is 3500 too, right?
That's a 1-ton. It's 330. Well, it's a 350.
3500. It's 3500.
Oh.
I mean, that's what a 3500 is one ton.
Oh, okay.
But you got the 1500, the 2500, and then you got the 35.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Hold on. Backup chainsaw, just in case. I got under my cut a little bit. That was a.
Looked like it went good to me.
Yeah, it fell the right way, but I got to tighten up on that. On this one, boss, I'm probably just going to get you to pull it over.
Dealing with James, he think we can just put a rope in everything and pull it.
I know, right?
You heard what I was talking to that woman over there, didn't you?
I heard you. Hey.
Like that joker just damn thing. That joker, I mean, I'm good, but he just make it seem, like I'm, you know, like, damn, all we gonna do is just put a rope up in it and just pull it on over.
Nah, I know you do it.
He make it say, dog, with him, he make it seem like I ain't gotta do no climbing.
Oh, nah, I know you got to do something.
He sit back and say, all I'm gonna have to do, all you gonna have to do is bring a throw ball.
Let me do one little thing real quick here. Man, I gotta take a leak. I'm gonna get in position now, reposition myself. Oh no, you good on that. Just throw it inside of the van. It should be open, the other side. Oh yeah, and watch it, I was gonna say. I'm over there cutting all crazy, I was doing too much. Alright, hold on, James. Hold on. I got you. I gotta put this side in first. I got you.
When manpower lets you down, that machine power, it always depends on that.
Yes, sir. Hold on, I gotta let this out right here.
This is stuff people don't think about. This is stuff that costs money. This is stuff, all this stuff right here is just important as having a chainsaw if you know how to use it.
That's right. Oh, it's expensive. A kit like this, so my kit,
Yeah.
man, you already like 100, 2. Well, I got the cheap stuff, so if you get the bigger stuff with rope and splice and all that, I probably, because I did it, probably maybe about $400 or $500 bill. But if somebody was selling it, it'd probably be like a $600, $700 kit, because it's very simple. I mean, there's a few things I can modify on it.
Yeah.
I just never did over the years, but to make it a little better than it is.
Always can't work good for me.
That's right.
From my point of view, it's always worked good.
All right. I'll use a little saw on this one, though. I'll help you tighten it up here in just a second. I'll get that bad boy pulling, because it's got a little side like lean. I just don't want that to. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and boom. I think that should be good for right now. That'll be enough to get you started. Alright. That should be enough to get us. Pop that bad boy right over. We'll get her down. Oh yeah, she's ready. Hopefully she don't pop on me over here. I gotta be careful. Yeah. All right, big boy. Let's go, baby. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Oh, snaps. I got off a little bit again. Let me get my camera out though. This is why you just perform just a little bitty bass. It don't take much. Wish I would have got the camera on this footage on this stuff. I probably didn't get that thing is loud when it crashed down, bro.
I wish I would have got the focus too, but unfortunately I can't hold.
And film.
That's why I'm gonna have to get a helmet like you got to get the camera on it.
Yeah. See guys, this is why you always have a little bass. As long as you keep the bass, this is the reason I'm shooting this video, is because if you are throwing anything over concrete, over any kind of metal or whatever kind of structure, and you need it, because once that tree drops down, it can only go as far as the butt, you know, if it just plops down or however you want to do it. But as long as you got a base for it, that base, all those limbs will keep the concrete safe, or keep whatever kind of structure you're trying to keep underneath us. And that's providing. Now I can't, and that's the only problem. It will probably tear the yard up, but other than that, it's better to tear the yard up because you can fix that easier than you can fix this. And so you can see the clearance. And make sure your limbs, and when you cut your limbs, you got to make sure they are flush. Not even flush, but make sure there's no stubs, you know, because you can see I cut it right to that point and nothing could clip the mailbox or anything, but everything is clear. You see it? The clearance. And that's what you want. And even that one big limb right there had to cut. So you know stubs, and that way you won't have no issues. But we're going to get this cut up and cleaned up, and we'll holler. You all meet your wife for life. Peace out. Oh yeah, I already turned it. Oh, that's for sure though.
Look, you already turned it.
Hey.
See, we don't get no shot, man. You know, I already turned it, grandman don't get no shot. You know what I'm saying? All right, turn it off now. They don't need to see all that. They don't need to see.
Oh, it ain't like that though. You know. This thing feels funny, man. Take this one back. We don't need it no more. Go ahead and cut your wood while your butts are up in the air like that.
Okay, all right, that's cool. All right.
That way it won't drop down on you.
Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? This is Tree Boy for Life. Just saying what's up. Thanks for watching my videos all these years, guys. I always want to tell y'all that. Try to remind you how much I appreciate that. You know, I'm just a guy, you know, Jack. The guy on YouTube, just a guy who loves tree work, and I appreciate all the support. It's actually 2024, and this is again an older video that I'm posting. I just so happen to have some downtime. So I'm getting some of this information or some of this footage out that I've been just threatening to put out, but it's just never been the right time. But I'm still doing okay. Still running my little small business, you know. As you know, guys would know, if you follow me enough, I'm not a real big tree service, but I do a lot of contract work or just working with other guys that I know, like this guy, James, real good buddy of mine. We did this, I want to say it's 2019 or 2021. I can't remember. Maybe 2021. I gotta look back at my photos. I mean, at the information. I might put it in the description. But I worked with James for probably about going on like 10 years now. But from time to time we help each other out. And so this is out in Greensboro. I also have another video that's gonna come out in this. It's gonna be dealing with a tree in the deck. So it's another ash tree that we had already done in the back. Or I can't remember if we did that today or the day before, or if we just did it. I can't remember when I came back and did these two. I think this was two separate jobs, so two separate days. I don't know if they ran concurrent though. But at any rate, that tree in the deck was something I actually put it on my Instagram sometime back, and possibly even on my Facebook. But I have a lot of footage, guys. Like I said, I've been shooting footage out. I normally always take footage, but I just so happen to, you know, sometimes, like I said, I've been stockpiling it, so I've just been putting it up and just haven't been able to put it out. But again, just one thing I wanted to say is that felling trees over structures, like I was saying back there about the base, if you build your base up, whenever your, you know, base the head of your stub or your tree, whatever, and it falls, it only allow that trunk to fall so far down. So sometimes if your base is really high, not so high that it'll bounce or flip, but to where it'll just kind of crash down above a structure on the ground. And you know, I put septic and water lines, but you got manhole covers, you got, you know, even the roads. I mean, even though I know a lot of times we throw trees out in the streets, but if it's blacktop, kind of like what this is actually, you could actually, you know, damage the blacktop, you know, even though this is older, but you can. And I mean, it's a simple fix, but it's just one of those situations you have to really be cognizant of. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to say that, and I'll talk a little bit more later in this video. But again, as always, like I said, I really appreciate you for watching. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got you. Tell me when you're ready. Tell me when you're ready.
You know, guys, it's something. Guys who don't do YouTube and don't shoot videos of themselves. And like I told everyone a long time ago, and of course, if you're a newer subscriber, you wouldn't know this, but unless you went back and watched a bunch of my videos or caught me saying it, but originally I started doing videos uh, because I was new to tree work, so I was getting customers who didn't know whether I was capable of doing tree work or not. So, and then too, guys, I was still learning at the same time too, but I wanted to at least give the people something to see. And then at the same time, I also noticed at that time, and you'll notice now. I mean, it's 2024, February 2024 now. But guys, and of course this video is older, but anyways, everybody's doing how-to videos. But if you go back to the time that I started doing these, I remember guys would say, "Why are you doing how-to and this and that, or telling people how to do stuff?" And granted, I'm not telling you how to do anything. I'm entertaining for the most part, but I'm just putting your methods, or putting your mind in my methods. And sometimes I would offer suggestions, but again, to each his own. You always have to use anything that you get off of YouTube with it. Use the exercise caution, and and it's always like I say, take it with a grain of salt, as the old saying is. But anyways, you have to figure out what you need to do for yourself, and putting your videos on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X or Twitter, whatever it is. Threads now. There's Snapchat for some people. There's what else is there? There's so many. There's a couple other ones I hadn't been able to find, or I hadn't even got involved with. It's too much social media. I'm doing it all by myself, so I can only do so much. And I know you can intertwine everything together, but again, it's best to get you footage, and it's hard to get guys to get footage of you, because if you don't have a head cam or got a phone and taking a phone out every 5 seconds to video yourself, it's hard being able to video and even editing like this. I mean, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Tree work is, after you've done tree work for so long, it's just tree work, so it's kind of boring. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, you got some people who do some really good edits, but most of the time, the only reason you like to watch tree work is because you like tree work. Otherwise, you might watch it for a little bit and then that's it. But I say that to say this. So editing takes a lot out of you too. So that's just a little tip for guys. Hey, get somebody to help you film. Another thing, guys, I wanted to bring out too was, now I'm about to start cutting up this brush, but you see, James here has a trailer. So in the process of cutting up this, I like to cut it because I'm putting in mind his trailer is about a 12-foot trailer, 12 to 15 foot, or 12 to 16 foot. So you cut a piece that's anywhere from 6 to 10 foot, give or take, and sometimes smaller if it's wood, so it's easier to pick up. Plus, this ash tree don't weigh hardly anything, so it's really light, especially as crispy as this one was. So you kind of contemplate that, especially guys, if you're starting out doing tree work, if you're working on the ground, you got to contemplate that. And you have to remember that you have to learn how to cut stuff big enough for you. Like, I've been doing this for a while. I'm not to say I'm the strongest person in the world, but I notice sometimes when I come and cut a piece or pick up a piece of wood, there's some guys that maybe might be even smaller, sometimes even bigger guys that wouldn't even attempt to do that. Plus, they might just be a lot smarter too, because that's how we are. Where I'm at, we do a lot of manpower. Although, I've worked with guys and still even to this day have guys that have equipment and I can rent equipment. But most times I just find it's just easier just to cut it small, pick it up and throw it in the trailer or the truck or whatever the situation is. Because you're going to have to touch this stuff either way, whether you got equipment or not. But long story short, just contemplate that, and especially if you got a low trailer, you see he has a ramp, and he has a hand truck, so he can put it on the hand truck and roll it up on there and throw it in. Or the smaller piece he can lift up and throw it over the top and feed in those places and get the whole load balanced. So you just kind of think about that as you're cutting, and that's what I'm doing here. And it's just one of those things. It just comes with time, and it's the same way when you're cutting to put limbs in the chipper. Each chipper shoot is different. If you got a chuck and duck versus maybe a self-feeding chipper or auto feed that you just throw it in and it'll, if it's big or small, just keep chipping until it gets too big and bogs down and it'll stop and go. However it works, however big your shoe. Some guys are very fortunate. They have skidders, they have stand-on track loaders, they have log and whole tree chippers. I mean, but if you're starting out new, you probably don't have the finance for things like that. But you'll still don't have to still get your hands dirty, feet in the dirt, whatever you want to say, however you want to do it. But you got to put your time in. And this is one of the things that could help you. Just think about when you cut. And that's another thing. One more thing. when you are cutting limbs, if let's just say if this tree was in the backyard, I want to cut limbs as big as possible that I can drag out and cut out here versus cutting back there so I don't have to take a million trips. So you got to contemplate things like that. And that's how that works sometimes if you don't have equipment. But anyways, just something, just something from my experience, guys. I hope it might help you. But as always, thanks for watching. And part 2 is going to be next, guys. Peace out.